Alright, not muted anymore. I should be coming through now. There you go. So, what was I saying while I was muted? We have just found a little deposit of coal and algae that we're going to prioritize. That'll keep us going in the short term. Ovation. Right, so priorities for this session. I really want to rework my power grid to be more efficient. And for that, the most important thing is smart batteries and then automation. That's already unlocked. We're busy with improved plumbing. Oh, that's going to give us a liquid reservoir, which I'm actually going to finish. Oh, we don't have a water pump. Our research has stopped. I think I was going to make another reservoir here, wasn't I? Where's the other oxygen diffuser? We've got one running there. I think there was a second one over here somewhere. Just one for the moment. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to dig that out. Another oxidizer there. Yes, this will allow us to get all this water down there. A pitcher pump I could chuck in here, but I want to actually pump that water. I don't have to rework this to get the pump in. Actually, that would work technically. No, fuck it. That's just going to be easier. Let's do that. That's a better short-term solution as well. Wow, we're down to only growing 4 bristle blossoms. Oh yeah, but I got loads of mushrooms coming. I'll check the next report. Where's the long commute work? Oh yeah, we're out of fertilizer as well. I should actually make a fertilization production station. What's up, crazy old gamer? Refinement fertilizer uses polluted water to produce, what is it, output? Natural gas, fertilizer, heat. Could actually have that running over here in these blocks here. And we can just install a pump to pump the natural gas up to the natural gas generator. Don't need any of this stuff. Duplicants. Let's grab all that coal. We're almost out of coal. Clean water is good. Dirty water production is fine. What do we get? We got liquid reservoir. Oh, I was thinking I would need a liquid reservoir over here, but I actually won't. I'm sure we'll find a use for it. It's the insulated pipe that we needed. That was going to be the thing that was going to allow us to grow seed wheat. Saying that, it's really not much of a priority. Fuck it, if I can get it going, I may as well. Okay, so this is all the melted ice that's pouring down here now, which is fine. I don't mind that. And the research is coming quick. Liquid shut-off, don't need that right now. Hydro sensor, don't need that right now. The refined metal is a priority. It's almost ready to go here. We're gonna need, for the refined metals, we're gonna need what? Let's see, refinement. Melting. Heats outputs of the liquid piped into it, so it's gonna give us, we're gonna have warm water, we're gonna have to pipe out of here. Clean water though. I could actually turn this into a warm water reservoir and then work on chilling it down somewhere. In fact, let's do that. Is it cool as it leaves the biome? That's actually true, because I'm going to be using, for the outlet pipe, it'll be just regular pipe. Craft the world. I never actually played that. So if we have the liquid outlet, the hot water will come, you pipe it through here, so... Well, anyway, I'm still going to build this reservoir out of insulated tile, so that I have the option of having it being heat insulated if I need it to be. Who's on digging? Ramadi and Spitz should be focusing on digging. I hope I get the refined material so we can get some exosuits for these guys as well. Like overall temperature wise, we're actually doing okay. I mean, this is quite, 27 is getting up there. But these little Wheezewort are doing heroic work at keeping the base at a decent temperature. I look at that Wheezewort's doing such a good job. The fish farm was a total bust. I'll work on that. I have found that to be the case. Yes, indeed. The fact that the heat creeps up and up and up. I've totally found that to be the case. Okay, coal, we're up to 7 tons. And algae, 60... Well, we've got no shortage of algae. I don't need those bomb lilies, I got plenty. Typing is hard, dude. Algae. Let's get going. Okay, smart battery needs refined metal. Fair enough, as expected. It's going to take us a while, but we are going to get fish farms going eventually. This is going to be metal refining. Need the research to get done. Heats and outputs. Okay, so let's see. Plumbing wise and power wise. Might as well get some power going. In fact, it's going to need a substantial amount of power. You know what? I might as well actually make another wood burner down here somewhere. So the wood burner by itself. Put the wood burner right there, and it can exclusively run the refining and whatever's needs to be done down here. I'll put a little bit of heat, but like that wood burner doesn't do a whole lot of power. Let's fucking do. We got 13 tons of wood anyway. One battery should be plenty. That's actually how I'm just going to think of my my wood reserves. The wood reserves are there for discrete power needs. Oxygen down here is bloody terrible. I mean, if we're coming down here, and we're actually going to be putting a suit station over here, so I might as well just preemptively get some ventilation going down here. I mean, that can be exosuit entryway there. And in the meantime, we can pump oxygen down here. We'll figure out from where the oxygen will come at a certain point. Do we have a specific oxygen pumping room? I suppose, yeah, I can just chuck a pump there and just pump it all the way down. Crazy old gamer, you are our plumber. I think I want to start getting you towards exosuit wearing. I'm gonna actually let's put it in its own room, because I'm gonna want to have a gas filter. Like, this is an unused room, so that should be perfect. All the fart gas in here, that's no good. $1,800 grams of carbon, that is a friggin' lot. But I'm not going to worry about it. I've set the base up so it can overspill. Deal with it that way. Food. Looking fine. Yeah, we need to do... We're going to finish this as secondary water. We'll put fertilizer production there. Exosuit room there. Wood burner here for metal refining. I'm also super curious about whether I finally cracked it here with my sleet wheat growing. I suspect I have. Oh, but I've run out of bloody seeds. Well, we're gonna have to tap another cold biome at some point, but never mind. This beautiful crude oil. Look how close we are. I think I want exosuits for that. Oxygen gets produced there, and it gets pumped and filtered here. So this air goes in way, and then oxygen only through there, and all other stuff, which will be a mix of, well, who knows. I might as well pump all that down here, because that'll be carbon dioxide. Maybe I should pump it down here to the skimmer. That'll do. Gas pipe needs to go all the way up. It's gonna have to go a friggin' mile. It'll get there. Clean oxygen all the way down here. And eventually into the suit room. Wart seed 1.4. What? Anyway, it means we can plant another wart. The heat getting pretty bad on the west there. It's looking pretty bad. Well, actually, if I want this to be temperature controlled water, I can probably plant the wart just above the water line. This is ridiculous. I need to get some clothing for these little duplicants. They keep getting hypothermia. I've got the textile production already. I just need refined metal. Yep, refined metal is where we are busy bottlenecking. I actually realized how lucky I was with my offline campaign, getting that gold geyser, molten gold, right from the start. So I had unlimited refined metal from pretty early on. Hassan, you need to be just building. Where is Hassan? Here he is. Oh, because I'm using granite to build the pipes. Fair enough. I could have sworn one of my two miners had construction skills. Apparently not. Anybody have construction? Travolta, but he needs points. So the liquid intake is going to need to be insulated because I don't want the pipes to get damaged. So this power grid is taking a bit of strain. The Ep4 doesn't run all the time, so if this does, it'll be 360. It's too much. I mean, that one's disabled anyway. That one's switched off. 20 to 40, the kitchen. I think if I connect the research onto the eastern grid, that should free up enough power to run the pump room. I almost feel bad. I'm enjoying coffee, but my colonists aren't. Need to get that espresso machine going. Yeah, that one is fine. That's just the massage room. This'll get going soon. I hope. Look at all the water. Actually, I shouldn't have pumped it in. It's going to freeze in there, isn't it? Shit. The Blood Bowl. Yeah, Vikings saying everyone's rooting for the underworld. I'm so pleased with the final. It's going to be super interesting. I think Amazons versus Underworld is going to be interesting. But I'm surprised that I really thought that Griff or Logix or Duodas would have made it through to the final. But hey, that's Blood Bowl. That's why we love it, isn't it? Why is no one building that wire? What? Cancel. Wires, cancel. That's weird. I have to figure it out. Someone turn this damn thing off. Wasting power. Okay, that's weird. It looks like it's connected. Right. Enable. Research is done for radiant, but that all needs refined metals, not surprisingly. We're almost good to go here. We need liquid intake and liquid output. And the liquid output was going to go into this reservoir here. How do I do that? Let's throw it out. Wait, not insulated pipe. Regular liquid pipe. I'm gonna have to bridge it again. No, hang on, this is wrong. Liquid pipe, we go that way. I've only got to bridge it once. White to green, green to white. That way. Put a vent in there. Actually, I should probably have this all be a 9. Let's get the base of it built as soon as we can. The pump room, does it need to go now? It doesn't need to be built right now.
Why have it? This thing keeps muting itself. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Why does this bloody mic keep muting? Hotkeys. Ah, of course. So, I think what was happening was OBS has F7 as its mute command, and then I'm using F7 as the air. So every time I open up the air overlay, I'm muting it. Looks like it's fixed now. I didn't need that. Why'd I build that? Water's good. Oxygen, good. That wire unreachable? I think it is. Oh, cold, yes please. Bubbles, advanced medical care. +2 to medicine. That'll put into morale deficit, but that's fine. Otto, improved farming 2. Waldo, exosuit training. Actually, don't I want the extra? Oh no, I want the carrying 2 for the... I'm assuming that when you go to exosuit training, you don't get the plus 800 kgs carrying capacity. I assume you only get the athletics. Carrying 2, plumbing, cooking 2, search 3, super hard digging. Oh, you don't have super hard. Super duper hard. This just needs coolant. All I gotta do for that is hook up the coolant. There. Then I can start making refined materials. One thing at a time there. Let's get the secondary storage done.
And once we finally get refined materials, we're going to be able to build so much. Smart home. It does make me realize, though, that I'm going to need loads of refined materials. For a second there, I thought that one gap might be not enough for all this water, but it looks like it's fine. Excellent. Look at the water. See, this chlorine I need to pump out as well. I'm going to have to filter that. But as it happens, I actually need that chlorine. Gotta think a little bit about how I'm gonna cool this water if it gets too hot. And that chlorine, it's probably worth pumping the chlorine. Wait, we didn't actually build a balm lily growing area. Well, we'll need that chlorine. At some point we'll do balm lily. I needed... fertilizer manufacture will be over here, but for goodness sake, let's just get the metal refining going. What is this? White plate. Sends a green signal when object or duplicant is placed on top of it. Gas element. Sends a green signal if gas is detected. Not gate. Block sensor. Ooh, that's a timer. Good. Glass blowing. Definitely need all of that. Right. Copper ore. It's a copper. Let's do it. Honestly, 20 times. 20 or 2 tons of copper should do it. Suffocating, where are you? Okay, he's alright. Yeah, lads, I know the oxygen is bad down here, but we're going to start pumping some fresh oxygen down here shortly. No, that's wrong. That's better. Ah, fresh air, finally. Yeah, the coolant is going to be hooked up soon, and then it's going to start bringing copper down here. And we're not going to get more sleet. We're not going to get more sleet wheat going. Till actually, you know what? I just want to just destroy that pipe. I don't want water flowing. I don't want water flowing into the sleet wheat area. I think because it's not going to be able to be flowing now. It'll just sit there. I want it to freeze. Cool. We got coolant. We just need the actual thing to get worked now. There comes the oxygen. Nice. But who's actually going to operate that thing? Does it need a skill point? Marty Red Leg. You might actually need operating. Generator tuning. I don't think you need anything. No, hang on. Let's just see. Let's see if anyone operates it. It's just a work errand. Okay, fine. Ah, refined copper. No man, where's the circuit overloading? Why though? Because that thing pulls how much? 1,200. Okay. I'm assuming the circuit overloads when you either put too much into or take too much out of the circuit. Honestly, I could actually use the big wires. It doesn't need to be stuck in the walls. I can just run it along there. But still, that's only 1,000 anyway, so... Oh, it's outputting natural gas. No, it's outputting carbon dioxide. Okay, we got our first 100 kgs of refined copper. Excellent. What's the highest priority for the refined stuff? I think that let's use this reed fiber to make them some warm suits to wear. They keep getting hypothermia and they come into the cold biome. Textile loom we'll build first. Where do we put the loom? Over here somewhere. And what are we gonna do here? Let's see. Like, this looks like the beginnings of a room. But if we actually, let's level this off just for the sake of neatness. And that can be one room, like a textile loom can run in there, and then I need to make a fertilizer maker. Well, hang on, the fertilizer is going to off-gas the... Okay, so hang on. Here's where we're going to use the fertilizer production. It will off-gas into this pump room, where we can pump the natural gas out. Yeah, and then I put the fertilizer creator in there. Off-gas is natural gas, which will rise. We pump it out. And it takes dirty water, which is fine, because we've got dirty water right here next to us. Natural gas, it outputs heat. That's fine. Does this thing not take power? Of course it does. The thing takes power. so the refined metal's coming along slowly. We've got 400 kgs now. You stuck in there, you dumbass. Oh, my word. Dumbass. Why is that mesh tile? Don't think it matters. Okay, fertilizer, clothing production. Don't need any of this stuff. The vole, I don't know what the vole does. It eats some stuff, but I don't think I feel like I need it. How's the oxygen look now downstairs, now that we've actually been pumping it in here? That's looking way better. Honestly, I can probably switch the pump room off. Save a bit of power there as well. Right. I can actually close this off and get another room here for myself. I'm gonna move this diffuser and then put mesh all across here. Suit forge, excellent. Drywall. Oh, right, so drywall can be used in conjunction with tiles to build airtight rooms on the surface. Okay, cool. Not going to use that anytime soon. Ramadi red leg, digging and farming. Bits and pills, super hard digging, suit wearing. Don't need another farmer, but extra strength, tidying, suit wearing, tidying, digging. Travoldo, we need a supplier actually. Dedicated supplier. And an operator. We don't have an operator. Why not? Volda is looking at life support, algae terrariums, deodorizers, water sieves, then regular supplying. Okay, oh, the storing first. That's fine. That's fine. Do I have clothing yet? I do not. We have 10 colonists. It uses how much? 4. Oh, we got loads. Ah, so we'll have little warm sweaters made for the colonists in no time. Then we need an exosuit forge. Which I might as well put there. There's no reason not to. I mean, there's a lot of stuff drawing power from the Eastern Circuit, but at least most of what is on there isn't actually using it all the time. Even the kitchen isn't running the whole time. I mean, the fridge runs the whole time. Carbon skimmer isn't actually running all that often. Actually, I can leave it enabled because it seems to only actually be running and draw power when it detects carbon dioxide. And at a certain point, I might have to actually switch this pump on again to keep pumping out here. Nice clothing getting built. Hey. Our miners can wear the clothing first. They're the ones going down into the deep in the cold biome. Ramadi Redleg, go on, grab your little sweater. Where are you, Ramadi? Oh, you're sleeping. You're a night owl, I think. Copper, still only at 300. What are we missing here? Copper ore. And we have to keep repairing the power. The heavy watt wire still only takes 1,000 watts anyway. It'll still overload, won't it? Okay, we'll need it. We'll just chuck a power transformer in there and hopefully that'll work. Move the wood burner up, put a transformer. I don't know how that works. I hope it'll work. Why do they all keep coming down here? Are they coming down there to get oxygen or something? Are they sweeping fungal spores and stuff? Why? Why at that time? That's weird. Well, if I get him to sweep it all... A duplicant died! What? Romani, you fool! Oh, rip! Why are they so obsessed with sweeping up that stuff? Well, whatever. Just get it all swept up and stop coming down there, you dumbasses. Marty, why did you freaking die of carbon dioxide? Dumbass. Okay, so our survival rate is taking a hit. This does mean I need a new miner though. Oops. Do I have anyone that does ranching? Bert could, but it feels like Otto is a more natural fit for ranching. I hate when colonists do that, when they just leave food out in the open. Super frustrating. Ashcan, our cook, and our farmer. Also wear a suit if he needs to. Now, for God's sake, how much more actually needs to be swept up here? And hopefully they can stop coming down here. Igneous rock, sedimentary rock. It shouldn't be too much longer. Like fungal spores and stuff, I saw them kept dropping down there. Like, and I guess the colonists are hauling the stuff, but then on the way up they get a different priority and then they just drop it. I think I might just have to just stop them from coming down here for the moment. Why are the colonists so obsessed with hauling all that stuff? I haven't even given them a hauling order. Okay, enough of this. I'm actually gonna have this here anyway, because once we have the suit room, exosuit room ready, I'm only gonna want them to wear exosuits when they go there in any case. Well, first and foremost, I need someone to repair that bloody broken wire. So, what is repairing? Building? Build, deconstruct. Is it supplying? Operating, maybe. Salinate, sweep. This is super frustrating. I'm trying to get them to repair that. Waiting for copper ore. I've got plenty of copper ore. I've got no copper ore. Okay. That explains things. We've run out of copper ore. Okay, so we're going to start making my wires out of gold amalgam then. I never thought I'd ever run out of copper ore. Eggs. Actually, no, I need someone who can. Well, tidying and supplying is great. Let's do that. Welcome, Abe. We've got a miner, we've got a builder, we've got two. Let's get another supplier. I think two plumbers and 2 suppliers is the way to go. Because there's so much grunt work that's got to be done. Moving stuff around. I've got to check the power grid though, because I wonder if there's wires that are waiting to be built, but there's no copper. Like down there. I don't think we have any more copper in the biomes. We've used all of it. Yeah, okay, we're on to copper now, fully. Now I can finally forbid them from coming down here. I can't work out why they're so obsessed with coming down here to this pit. But I bet they can still jump down there and go through here. They're still going there, oh, for fuck's sake. Right, little duplicants. We're no longer allowed to go down there. We're actually pretty close to getting our little exosuits done in any case. Just make sure no one's down here. I don't want to trap anyone down here. I think I need to put some mesh tiles in here in case more of the stuff melts. Okay. See, I want to make copper, but I don't have any copper. That's a problem. We've got to make gold then. Let's make gold. Yeah, that just means now that gold amalgam just became super precious. Gold amalgam. Gold, 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 gold. Oh, there's way more down here. That. Shines. Oh, but no, this is super frustrating now. Every time this overloads, I don't think I can repair it because it's all made out of copper. But if it goes all the way down now, hopefully it'll just break and then I can rebuild it with gold. That's a surprise. I haven't thought about copper ore for quite a while. Oh, look at all the gold here. Beautiful. All that. Power is running. 8 tons of gold amalgam and refined gold and copper. Also, the clothing's done. Let's get everybody into warm sweaters. Hey. Right, Spits and Pills is dead, isn't she? Rowan and... oh, it was Ramadi who died. Warm sweater, let's start at the top. Abe. Ashcan. Bubbles. Crazy old gamer, there's your sweater. Lindsay. Hassan and Otto. I think that's everyone. And look at their little sweaters. Otto's the odd one out. Okay, exosuit forge can be made out of aluminium, copper, what's up, Ruffle, or iron. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to get iron ore then and smelt down the iron. I can't even use gold to make those exosuits. I started playing only yesterday. I did 6 hours yesterday, and then this is the first. This is the 7th hour, but it's my first today. Refined metal, how much gold? We've got 300 already. Let's make another 2, getting up to 500. Got an achievement. Have 8 duplicants wear non-default clothing simultaneously. Who's the only person not wearing a sweater? Everyone's wearing sweaters. Building broken. Fair enough. I think I'm actually going to have to allow access here. So we can go mine all of this gold. But it was iron. We're going to have to use iron to make those suits. Iron ore is here somewhere, I think. There's iron ore. Here's a nice big deposit there. It's incredibly addictive. It's so addictive. Ooh, here's another cold biome. Good, we needed another cold biome. Need that iron. I don't think I want to breach this biome though. Okay, iron ore should start picking up soon. Who's idle? Why? Oh, researcher, got nothing to do. Keep researching. Transports. Okay, so that little wire. I think I'm actually gonna have to. I think I'll replace. We have to totally rewire all this stuff. Rebuild all of these wires with gold amalgam because we're totally out of copper. I never imagined I'd run out of copper ever. I hope there's another biome that has copper in it. Let's see, now again, these little... I don't know why they're so obsessed with coming in here. I'm gonna have to make another manual airlock here just to stop them from coming down here. Polluted water. Oh, there's copper ore there. I think that's why. Let's just try one more time to get it all swept up. Only 4 sweeping errands. Cycle 1 on report. So calories. Oh wow, calories is down quite a lot. Added calories removed down. Stress. Germs is up. Travel time is high, but it's going to stay that high until we get those transport tubes. Oxygen is quite low. Power wasted a lot. Then I need to switch back on the other oxygen generator. No, that's fine. Ooh, omelets. Yummy. Let's kick up the bristleberry production again. We need fertilizer though. Aluminium, we don't have any. Copper, we don't have. I've got I can make 1 copper suit. The rest will have to make out of iron, but we are getting iron ore. A ton of iron ore. So this takes how much iron ore? 100. So we do that 10 times. First power, wire, gold.
So like, we keep sweeping here, but then, like, I think they're going too far up, and then they keep dropping the stuff back down here. Look at all the copper ore falling down there. If they come down here, they drop something, and they try to pick something up again. Look at that, they're always dropping something. Advanced power regulation. Excellent. Okay, max power 20 kilowatts. I should actually be using heavy watt then, you know it. Cancel all the power wires here. Let's use heavy watt wire. Got 5 tons of, 18 tons of gold. Heavy watt joint plate. I'm gonna have to get rid of this manual airlock. I probably didn't need it anyway. Here's where all the, this is where all the copper has gone to, these fire poles. Illumination, yeah, that'll get done. Oh, you little bastards. Like, just leaving these omelets out here unrefrigerated. Who does that? Technically, I should switch the fridge and the ration box around. The ration box should have the cooking ingredients next to the cooking station, and then the fridge should have the completed meals there. Let's do that. It's a small thing, but I think it's worth fixing. And if I do it right, then there shouldn't be anything in the ration box for long enough that it actually goes off. Edible. Barbecue. Gristle is the one that's cooked. That's cooked, that's cooked, that's cooked. Ice loaf we're not going to make. Well, it's processed though. Nutrient bar, omelette. And this is everything else. This is all the cooking ingredients. And all the raw stuff. Bristleberries. Lettuce. Meal lice. Meat. Mushroom. Baku fillet. How are we with building power here? Coming along. I think I'm gonna have to save and reload if I want that little wire indicator to go away. Smart storage, automated dispenser, all that stuff we're gonna get into. Auto sweeper. We're almost there. Little dupes are still coming in here the whole time. This is nuts. Enough of this. Forbid them from coming down past here until the exosuits are actually built.
That ought to do it. Who's the one person who's not wearing a warm sweater? Lindsay. Where is Lindsay? Oh, there she is. Good, we've got one Atmos suit ready to go. Can I make one out of gold? No, I need iron. Still, pretty cool that we got these Atmos suits going. Let's see. Stores and recharges Atmos suits. Build next to an Atmos suit checkpoint to make duplicants change into suits when passing by. Everyone going... Wait, hang on. You put the checkpoint. Marks a threshold where duplicants must change into or out of Atmos suits. Next to an Atmos suit dock. Everyone going that way needs to wear Atmos suits. Ventilation is pre-installed. Power is pre-installed as well. Pretty much pre-installed. Disable that though until we actually have suits that are ready to go. Deliver suit. Now, we're almost able to stop these idiots from suffocating. Look, I don't know why they keep coming down here. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. I think it's because like they try to haul the stuff, but then because they're suffocating, they're halfway up while they're carrying the thing up that they're trying to haul. And because they're suffocating, they drop it. Hopefully now, if this just stops whatever they're trying to haul, just to land on top of it, then that shouldn't happen. Now Lindsay is stuck. Oh my god, what the hell? No! This is a puzzle. You have to figure out. What's up, Splatties? I think if I improve the air quality in the shaft, then that'll stop happening. But that's going to be so much of a hassle. Besides, we've pretty much got the Atmos suit going. I just need one of these Atmos suits to actually be working. It's going rather well. We've got no shortage of food going. We've got a mess hall. This reminds me, I actually need to shuffle this up. I need to put the... Wait, the recreation room needs to be there, and the great hall needs to be expanded, because I don't have eating place for everybody. New printables. A poke shell prawn. It really is. I think it is looking pretty good. I'm quite pleased with the lads. Unfortunately, we had another fatality. Spoiler alert. Ramadi Redleg. He didn't make it. He got himself stuck in a low oxygen area and he suffocated to death. Dumbass. You know what? I think we actually can block this off because We've almost got the Atmos suit going. If indeed. Well, hey, you want to come to the live stream? On your head be it, my friend. It's a risk you take. Power should start going soon. Rowan, why aren't you delivering wood? Ah, yes, okay, I need to enable that wood burning thing. I can't, okay, I see, I can't actually build over that heavy watt powered plate. Wait, what did I build the power plates out of? I hope I didn't use copper. No, it's gold amalgam. We've got other duplicants who are idle. I wonder if I can't send them to go mine more of this iron ore. Okay, this is unreachable. That explains why. Got coal. Well, you're very welcome. Glad you're here to watch me live. It's always more entertaining when you got people watching live. Igneous rock. Igneous rock. But that should give people something to do. You should play this game, but just be warned though, it is super addictive. Once it gets its claws in you. Warned. It's addictive in the best way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough for everybody. Good Great Hall, Rec Room, Greenhouse. So following. How's the refined metal coming along? Not very well. We've still got issues down here in metal refining. No power. Why is there no power there? See, that has power, but this doesn't have power. Oh, it's because I haven't connected the heavy watt. I don't think I can connect straight into the heavy watt joint plate. But I'm pretty sure you can wire heavy watt wire into small wire. I think. I might need to rework that block though. So where's the suit? Nice. The refining is coming along though, which is great to see. We're going to get started now with the iron ore refining. But now, why is that overloading? It shouldn't be overloading. Fuck it, I'm just going to have to use heavy watt wire there. Gonna look terrible, but hey, yes. Excuse me. Gesundheit indeed, danke. Automatic miner, conveyor belt, conveyor, all this stuff's going to be great, but we're going to need so much refined metal for it. I need to fix this power situation here. Using just that one wood burner is not a realistic long-term solution. I suppose with the batteries, it will eventually, those batteries will get filled up. Wait, am I building that out of copper ore? That's not right. Gold amalgam. Right, so you can't connect these things with regular power. With heavy watt. God, it's always something. Surely if I just put a regulator in there. A transformer. But it needs to be the generator, then the transformer, then the batteries. Or is it... You know what? I don't think you would have watched another episode of that. Like, we're going into a phase where it's just going to be super, super grindy. I'll take another little Battle Brothers break and I'll start again. I did spend a little while looking at the backgrounds, deciding what I might actually want to play. And honestly, I'm leaning towards the trader. I like the Northern Raiders, but you start with those 3 awesome Raiders, but if they die, they're gone forever. I'm kind of tempted to go for the, I'm leaning towards the trading expert just because I like the extra premium you get paid on all your trade goods. I just think that background, the trading background, is what's going to set us up for like a permanent uptick in our financials. That was the one thing I was probably the weakest at in the last Battle Brothers campaign. The financials were not great. Am I actually creating fertilizer here? I don't think I am. It's hooked up. It's got... No, it doesn't have water though. Let's not worry about food right now. Food is not the issue. It's down here. This little frozen biome. We've been struggling to get our metal refinery and our Atmos suits going. The thing that I found with the peasant militia and that I wasn't expecting, frankly, was the biggest challenge just being the fact that you can't hire from the elite classes. So, you know, we're 360 days in and we're just plateauing in terms of the overall power of the group. It's not that we can't get superstar brothers, but we will have to hire and fire literally hundreds of them. Because now at the point that... Because if I'm going to get like a farmer, for example, who's comparable to a knight or a sellsword or something, I would need a farmer that's got 3 stars in melee skill and rolls max on his melee skill range, and has stars in fatigue or hit points, and he'll need melee defense as well. And that's a 1 in a million brother. Whereas if you can hire from the elite classes, even if they don't have great stat distribution, their base stats are so good that they're going to be damn good anyway. I think I need a second power grid here. Let's try the transformer. Try the transformer. The big power goes in that way, small power goes... I don't think this is going to make a difference for the fact that the problem here is that this is drawing so much power. I doubt this is going to work. And it's invalid construction anyway. Well, let's try. I mean, I've never used this stuff before, so the only way to actually get to know how it works is to just use it. Well, X power wires there. And then where's that wood burning thing? Although I think now, like I've used the heavy watt wire because I was hoping it would stop the shortages. But if this doesn't work, what we do is we'll replace all the heavy watt wire with normal wire, because the transformer should stop the normal wire from blowing up. Protects circuit from overloading by increasing or decreasing power flow. Stores the power that is fed into it from frying on circuits with powerful generators. I suspect this transformer might do nothing. The problem isn't the power going in. The problem with the overloading is the power getting drawn by the refinery. Do I just go to a manual rock smasher? Where is it? A rock crusher. It's inefficient, but it only uses 240 watts, and it could work in the short term. I'm super interested to see if this works. I believe they are. I believe that is correct, yes. Darkest Dungeon 2 being made. Our first experiment here, I suspect the answer is going to be a no. Is the presence of the transformer going to stop these from overloading now? Quick oxygen check. We're good for oxygen. Temperature check. We're getting a little warm. Okay, the calories are becoming a concern now. Let's switch back on this pump and get some fertilizer going. Well, you know what? I should start looking at what a potential release date for Darkest Dungeon 2 might be, because I've played a lot of Darkest Dungeon, and it's the kind of game, it's one of the games that I feel embarrassed for not having finished it. And I should actually do a stream, a complete stream and a playthrough of Darkest Dungeon. Out of interest, what is the temperature of the water coming out here? 25, 25, 24. Oh no, it's this water coming out here, 43 degrees. 54. It's actually heating up there. Oh, is that working? I think it might be working. Sweet, we have enough refined iron, we can make another exosuit. I think I want to go for 3 suits here. Out of refined copper, how much do I need? 300. 100. And are these things charging up? What's... Oh, I need to turn the air on, right. It's still overloading. I think to stop this from overloading, if I plug the power transformer into the heavy watt wire and then run a small wire from... I know this is super inefficient, but this is just for my experimentation and understanding of how these things work. I think it's pretty clear that I don't need this transformer here. Like, what happens if you disable it? Does the power still run through it? Where's all the lumber being stored, by the way? Heavy watt conductive, wow. The problem I have with trying to complete dungeons in Darkest Dungeon is that I just get so frustrated because it's different than Battle Brothers, because like I get super frustrated when someone dies in Darkest Dungeon because a lot of times it feels a lot more bullshitty when they die. Technically that's probably not, but it feels that way. Loads of skill points. Okay, we've got an advanced doctor. What is he? What else should he be good at? Well, we can make him another farmer. Why not? Building, exosuit wearing, tidying, and digging. Researching, suit wearing, ranching, flying. Awesome. Charging slowly. But how many exosuits did I actually make? Atmos suits. I gave the order here to make 2, so this should be the 3rd one. There's no power though. Are we out of coal? Shit, are we out of coal? Consumable ore, coal. No, we got coal. Oh, it's the refined iron we don't have enough of. But it is being made. That's all happening. Whoa, okay, that's not right. That must be the cause of all the overloads. Deconstruct power wires. Now I feel like we're getting it. If this works, this will be an excellent lesson for me in how to manage power. Also, if I turn it off, is the power just not going to flow through it at all? There's no reason to turn it off, I just want to know that. Okay, that answers the question. No power flows through. Still shows it as being yellow. Max wattage, circuit status. I'm gonna get the suit in there first. We've only got 1 suit, I think. We should actually have 2 though. We've got a suit made out of copper. Atmos suit. What's it made out of? Is this the copper one? Doesn't say. Because I remember we had 1 Atmos suit made out of copper, and then we ordered 2 made out of iron. It says 1 here, so there should be 2 Atmos suits in total. Where's the other Atmos suit? There's only 1. Okay. Electric grill. I think we finally cracked this though. That's nice to know how the transformer works. That's good. It hasn't overloaded for a while now. It's ugly, but we got it to work finally. Very ugly. Sweet, so we can have Atmos suits and access to crude oil before you know it. Can someone deliver this cocking suit? Oh, it looks like I think I cancelled the order for the copper Atmo suit. The crude oil you use you can generate power with it. You turn it into petroleum, and you can burn the petroleum in a petroleum generator. But the main reason you want it is you convert petroleum into plastic, and plastic has a huge amount of uses. Plastic lets you build super comfy beds, but most importantly for us, because with our power we want to get off our dependence on coal, and we want to start using this steam vent. We'll cap that steam vent with a steam turbine, but it needs refined metal and plastic, and that should be a nice reusable source of power. And then we'll mine all the way out to the surface, and we'll put solar panels up on the surface of the asteroid. At some point, I need to start using this natural gas for power generation as well. The coal, we're down to 360 kilograms again. We're running out of coal in a hurry. Okay, it feels like this natural gas power generation needs to happen, like now. It generates carbon dioxide. Which we will pump where? We're going to invent the carbon dioxide, because if it gets pumped up by this pump, it gets sent here where the skimmer is. And we got to pump the natural gas from here. I've got to build a whole pump room first. And this is becoming a priority now. Righto, so pump room. Actually, I don't even need a pump room. I can just put a pump in there. But of course, that pump needs its own power. Ugh. I mean, technically, you can run the pump that's pumping the natural gas off of the natural gas generator and make it a circular power system. But let's just use this lumber generator. Phoenix Point. I don't know. I'm going to stream a lot during those 2 weeks. Oh, wait a second. Now, why is Travoldo wearing the fucking Atmo suit? He's just chosen to wear the Atmo suit? Travoldo, you absolute tit. Well, anyway, we can activate this. I need to pick a game and just stream the shit out of it. Maybe I do Darkest Dungeon. Maybe in those 2 weeks, I'll just stream Darkest Dungeon for hours and hours every day and just blast through it, and however long it takes. I kind of wish I could have played Paragon. I miss Paragon. Where's Travoldo? I want to see, is he still wearing that suit? Look at him wearing the... Unequip that suit, you dumbass. So let's see how the suit generation is going. It needs power. See, power is an issue. We've run out of coal is the big problem. I need to keep getting desperate now for coal. That's a good question. Like lift up the thing. Iron ore, coal. Getting the coal means I have to jump into that. Look, there's another vent there. What is that? A saltwater geyser. Getting the coal normally means you have to cap these biomes that release a bunch of chlorine everywhere. Well, we've capped this biome, we may as well finish it now. That's all coal, right? Yes. Iron ore. I suppose if we get into an emergency power situation, we can just go back to manual power generation. But I'm super reluctant to do that. Good, so now the duplicants should start wearing these suits if they're coming down here. Although technically they don't need the suit just to be refining metal, but the suits are just so that if they want to go all the way down here. Disaster. The hunt for coal continues. This doesn't feel good. I'm busy despoiling the natural place here. So I should say, like a natural park, an undisturbed natural area. Are we doing some mining? Gross. I think let's disable fertilizer. That's pulling power unnecessarily. That means this can be disabled as well. Shit, it's all getting a bit overwhelming now, and I'm just realizing that I should have automated my power earlier because I've wasted almost all of my coal. What I needed was smart batteries and automation wires. This requires how much? 200. I think it's never too late. Let's just get onto it quickly. These regular batteries are now not good enough. Give me some refined ore. Sandstone, that'll do. I can't do all of them though. It's these two series of coal generators that are the biggest issue right now. Research. We're busy clearing out most of the research tree now, which is good to see. Remove salt from brine or salt water producing water. Converts rust into oxygen and chlorine. Oxygen we're fine. We've got like 50 tons of LG still. Gas reservoir could be good. Start cleaning up the base. Jet suits, we don't need any of that stuff yet. Let's just complete the automation tree. The thing is, we can probably get the oil fairly soon, but the thing is, I don't want to be burning the crude oil to run generators. I need this crude oil to convert it into plastic. If there's a crude oil geyser, then great. Then we can use a petroleum power generator. Look at their little suits. Now finally they should stop repeating these sweep errands. We can finally finish these sweeping that's been plaguing us for goodness knows how long. 40,000 calories. They don't complain, no. One of the beauties of the spacesuits. Exosuit, not a spacesuit technically. Okay, branching 2, that's going to upset him, but that's fine. The suit wearing. Where are the Atmos suits now? I've lost track of all the Atmos suits. But we still got 2 more coming, so we've got 2 that are being worn. Let's actually cancel the copper one. Have just the iron one going. Let's bump this up to a 9. Build us another Atmos suit, somebody. Coal, 6.7 tons. Oh, should I got rid of these batteries. I'm so scatterbrained. Smart battery, we'll use copper. What's the... Oh, okay, so conductive wire has max 2 kilowatts, where regular wire has 1,000 watts max. But for this circuit, that's totally fine. Okay, so automation wire. I have no idea how this works. Signal switch. Clay are a great company, they're really good. Don't Starve, such a good game. You know what, this can actually stay open. We've run out of coal here, but if we bust through, we can get more coal. Oh, we got an achievement. Oh, look at all that coal. Oh, mama. It's the coal motherlode. I haven't actually played enough Don't Starve to even know that. I think it's just sandbox survival. We got an achievement. What do we get? Red light, green light. Automate a building using sensors or switches from the automation tab in the building menu. Okay, so logic activation parameters. Stores most runoff power from generators. So what do these thresholds mean? So smart batteries send an active automation signal when they require charging. So I imagine this default setting just means they'll stop charging once they are full. To test that, we'll put it down to 70%. Yeah, so they are below 70, so the signal is green. If the charge goes above 70, that should turn red. Super interesting. God, this is so good. God, if I'd only done this a few, like, you know, a dozen or so cycles ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I shudder to think how much coal I've wasted by not automating my coal generator sooner. So our pump room is almost ready to go. My favorite animations is the happy animation when the little duplicant puts on a suit. They're like, yay! They literally jump for joy. It's so cute. Automation. That's weird because like even when they die, the animation isn't that bad because like they get like a smile on their face and they just pass out. And I've had 2 people die. Ooh, that arcade cabinet, good. Right, Travoldo, suit wearing, operator. Oxygen, looks good. Temperature, not too bad. Atmo suits are being worn down here. The refined metal is finally getting up there. There's so much CO2 down here. I might actually have to put a skimmer in here. Okay, we're coming up on 2 hours, so I'm going to take a little break, get a cup of tea, and then we will push down into the petroleum biome. Wait, what? Where did that water come from? It must be the ice melting. See, I need smart batteries all over the place. Like, yeah, I think it only needs 1 battery. Cool, our theory is about to get put to the test. Oh, you see, look, it's not green, so the generator's not running. Automation is amazing. Yeah, we need to go smart batteries on everything. Let's remove all of the basic batteries across the base. Oh god, I shudder to think how much fucking power I've wasted. Actually, well, this one can stay. This is just a small little discrete. It's only for the massage table, and we don't need the massage table. I'm pleased. So we've learnt a lot this last session. We've learnt how the main big lesson here is how to control power overloads and some basic logic parameters with this stuff. The next thing I want to try is a clock sensor, because I think with the clock sensor then what I think we can do is we can set lights to be on during the day and off at night. But now hang on, so now this is interesting because so the low threshold, so does it only start running once it's at 0? So let's have them kick in at 20% and shut off at 100. They use 200, so I can make 1 out of gold. We're almost ready, actually, to get this going. But I'm gonna have to make another. I need to have another sieve, a gas filter. Because even though it's sitting right in the natural gas, if any oxygen or anything else gets in there... damn it. We have to go gas pump. No, sorry, gas filter. And it'll have to go like this. What's the easiest way of doing this? break up these gas pipes real quick. So the unfiltered gas comes in here. The pure natural gas goes to the generator. And the runoff we can just vent right here. Genius. Okay, stop, Stobbie, take a break.